welcome to Still Whole Wellness YouTube channel, where healing happens every day. I am Dr. Lori, your life coach and Reiki practitioner master. Today we are going to talk about something that it was really a game changer for me, you guys, like seriously. We're going to talk about how to recognize when your mind, body, and spirit are out of alignment. And then we're going to take a delve into looking at what to do when you notice this. Okay, so first of all, let's talk a little bit of science, okay? Now, I'm no science guru or anything like that, but, I've done a little bit of research. So what I found is that there are three major pathways that align with one another, directly connecting the mind, body, and spirit. This is something that science has proven time and time again, right? It has actually been a coined phrase of the three brains. How interesting is that, right? Okay, so now we're going to talk about the mind specifically. So how will you know if your mind is out of alignment with the other two, right? Okay, so the first thing that you're going to notice is that your inner dialogue is just going to be off, just completely off. You're going to be talking very negatively towards yourself, maybe even having some suicidal thoughts. If that should be the case, I definitely encourage you, if you're having suicidal thoughts, to definitely reach out to a professional, talk to a friend, tell a parent, tell somebody, but don't deal with those emotions by yourself, okay? Let me share a little bit about my story and how this directly affected and impacted me. In 2008, I sustained a major injury. I was out doing a team building exercise with my company and ended up sustaining an injury, falling, right? I injured my back, the lower disc in my lower back, some disc in my neck area, and then I also had a major brain injury as well, resulting in me having seizures. So all of this happening really was traumatic to my body, mind, and spirit, and I'm going to show you how in just a second. So during that time, I completely lost focus of who I was. I didn't really feel like I had anything that was really keeping me grounded and keeping me connected. And so I really fell into a very depressed state of mind. And I noticed, well, of course, now thinking back, I can recognize that my thought patterns and my internal dialogue was very negative. I was telling myself things like, you're not worthy, things like, no one cares that you're injured, just really negative things, right? So that's number one of how you will know that your mind, body, soul alignment is off. Now let's talk about number two. All right, we're going to talk about the body. How will you know that your body is out of alignment? Well, the main thing that I personally experienced was that I felt sluggish. I noticed that it was like pulling a ton of bricks just to get up and just do anything through the course of the day. Just getting out of bed sometimes was a major challenge. Now, this for me was specifically challenging and difficult because at the time I had two young children. My oldest, I want to say she was maybe about 7 or 8, just, getting started in school, going to kindergarten and preschool and all that good stuff. And here I am injured, and not being able to really move, and needing assistance sometimes just to even go to the restroom, right? So my body was off. I felt sluggish. I felt down. Like I said, I just felt like a ton of bricks just even trying to even brush my teeth some days, right? Okay, now let's talk about your spirit. And this is the component that I particularly like because it's the essence of who we are. So my spirit had a very low energy. Again, I found it very challenging to complete tasks. I felt completely disconnected. I was all over the place, right? So at the time of my injury, I was actually trying my best to complete a degree, right? I was had a career in mental health. I had my 2 young children. I was married at the time. I was pursuing a music career as well. And so there was a lot of irons in the fire. But even with all of that going on, it really didn't matter because I felt disconnected within myself, right? Even the one thing in the world that I absolutely love, which is my children, I even didn't really even find that as something that was purposeful for me. Motherhood, I never would have thought that motherhood would be something that I didn't see purpose in, but that's my story. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things that you can do to rectify this. So now we talked about how to recognize it. Now what do we do about it? Okay, so the first thing that you will do in regards to your mind, let's start there. So with your mind, you're going to want to take in information that expands you, right? And this is really, really important, guys, because it kind of goes along with the concept of what goes in must come out. So within, so without, right? That yin and that yang. So whatever it is that's going in is going to absolutely come out of you. So taking in information that is going to build you up, things that are going to encourage your spirit, encourage your heart, definitely, definitely helpful and pivotal. This next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do some downtime, right? You're going to want to take some time to relax, take some time to meditate, right? Doing things like improving your sleep, right? I think we talked in the last video about melatonin and how instrumental that can be in helping you get to sleep at night and having that restful, peaceful sleep, right? And then doing other things like sound healing. If we listen to music on 425 megahertz, that is known to be the healing frequency that the body will then help you realign yourself. And you can do that, like I said, even in your sleep. Okay. And the second to the last thing is daily affirmations. Now, here is something that I really, really get excited about, because this is your opportunity to talk to yourself. This is your opportunity to pay attention to really what's going on up here, right? So having those moments, especially first thing in the morning, having those affirmations can really be pivotal in really starting your day off in a completely different way, right? And then lastly, I think we spoke about this on the last video as well, journaling. Journaling can be very important and very pivotal because it helps you to really process some of those thoughts and emotions that you're experiencing, that you're feeling. Okay, secondly, let's talk about the body, okay? So now we're going to talk about how we realign ourselves in our body, okay? So one of the first things that we're going to do is we're going to want to address our diet. I know for myself, guys, that when I am emotionally feeling down, I am going to have to fight really, really hard to make sure that the way that I'm feeling doesn't match what I'm eating. Okay. And studies have proven all over the place, you can Google this for yourself, that actually eating worse and not eating, having a clean diet and eating from the earth, the things that the divine has given us to heal ourselves, right? Those highly alkaline elements that we can feed ourselves with, not having those things as intakes, that can actually highly affect the overall outcome of getting ourselves out of this thing, right? So doing things like eating fast food and eating junk food and things like that, if you are feeling low, if you are feeling that you're not aligned, eating fast food and eating junk food can definitely just only exacerbate the problem, right? Then the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to be active. Here's where it gets hard. Because your natural response to feeling low and having that issue with alignment and maybe even depression is to want to sit. You just want to sit still. You don't really want to do anything. You're already feeling tired and lethargic. And so it is hard to actually get up and get moving. But I want to encourage you so much that if you can take that brave step to just take one step, I promise you the next step will be even easier. I experienced this with myself, where again, I had that depression after that injury back in 2008. And I noticed that I definitely began to just sit around. I was on a lot of medications and just feeling horrible inside and out, right? And so it was definitely natural for me to just want to sit. But once I got myself moving, y'all, I'm telling you, things changed. It changed the game completely. Okay. Then we're going to want to do things like taking walks, yoga. That's just some suggestions for you. Getting out in nature. So it's great to have a gym membership. Awesome. Not even tripping about it. But for me, I like to be out in nature. So I like to take hikes, go on long walks. Sometimes my family has known me to be gone for several hours out of the day, and that's fine with me because that's what I do to make sure that I stay in alignment. Last thing we're going to want to do in regards to the body and the alignment of the body is we're going to want to honor our bodies. So if your body is telling you, hey, you need to chill, you need to maybe take a break and rest, honor that. But if you are feeling your intuition driving you to want to get up and move, honor that as well. All right? All right, so the next thing we're going to discuss is how to realign the spirit. So as I mentioned to you guys, I was just all over the place. I felt completely disconnected. But there is one thing that I promise you, the spirit portion of this thing changed, and that was meditation. Now, I grew up as a Baptist Christian girl. My father was a Baptist preacher. I didn't know anything about meditation, and the thought of it was actually quite scary to me because it was just foreign, right? But the more that I started to study meditation, the more I really became interested in it. And the more I actually craved it, my spirit began to crave it. Having that quiet time just to be able to go within, pay attention to what's going on in here, pay attention to my breath, pay attention to what's going on within me really, really helped me, guys. And I'm sure that if you try it, it will also help you too. Two of my favorite meditations would be metta meditation, which is where you are actually sending loving energy to yourself and then outward. So you can have, that's where another place where you can incorporate those affirmations, right? The other one is guided meditation. That's actually where I got my start. I think my first guided meditation was probably from one of my favorite people in the world who has actually transitioned now, but Mr. Wayne Dyer. Found his guided meditation on YouTube, and again, like I said, it completely changed my life. The second thing that we can do is to do something that we love. Okay, so for me, everybody that knows me, that there are two things that, or shall I say three things that are kind of synonymous with me. The first being the fact that I'm a mom of some amazing children. The second being that I've worked in mental health for many, many years. And the third definitely being that I love music. If you haven't noticed the tattoo, peep the tattoo. I don't know if you guys, if the camera can pick that up, but that is my symbol for music is life, because I absolutely believe in the healing powers of music. So I've been a vocalist all of my life, and I found that just taking the time to sing, studies have shown that it actually removes the blockages within the throat chakra, and it's very healing and very therapeutic. And just listening to music, even if you don't want to sing, some of y'all need to make sure you sing in the shower. Don't sing. No, I'm just kidding. But just taking that time just to be able to sing and get it out of your mouth is very, very healing and very cathartic. The last thing that you can do in order to align your spirit is chakra and Reiki healing. Now, this is something that is fairly new to me within the last year. Well, I shouldn't say new to me in terms of practicing. However, it is something that I was actually doing for quite some time and just never really had a name for it. I hadn't been attuned to the Reiki symbols and things like that. And so that has just come about within the last year. But Reiki is a Japanese healing life force that allows your energy, your own energy, to heal yourself. And so a Reiki master practitioner will be just a conduit to be able to help in that process. So that is something that is actually a part of the services of Still Whole Wellness. So if you are having challenges in that area, I do encourage you to reach out to us, check out our website, and make an appointment for your consultation, your free consultation, right? That's something that we definitely offer for our clients, because we understand that not everybody is going to gel. And so we want to give you that free consultation so you can kind of check it out for yourself and see if we work, see if we vibe, right? So Reiki healing is wonderful. It is something that can help in many different facets, both mind, body, and spirit, right? So anyway, I hope this information was helpful to you guys today. If it was, do me a favor and leave a comment and let me know, what are you doing? I share with you what I do and what helped me. What are you doing to help align your mind, body, and spirit? Okay? If this is helpful, make sure you hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to the Still Whole channel. And in the meantime, in between time, until we have some more content for you guys, you can absolutely reach me on our social media platforms, on Facebook at Still Whole Wellness, on Twitter at Whole Still, and on Instagram at Still_Whole_Wellness. You guys be blessed. I look forward to meeting with you guys again, where our next topic will be, you guys know I love parenting. You know I love parenting, so you knew it was coming. We are going to talk about intentional parenting. And I am super excited about this one, you guys. That is like kind of my soapbox, so I hope you're ready for the next video. Until then, guys, you guys be well. Peace and blessings.